Hello friends, welcome to my YouTube channel Masterclass with Tapas. Today I will be talking about a topic which is very one has faced in their career. In an ideal world, we would all have fantastic managers or bosses who helped us to succeed, who made us feel valued, and who were just all around great people. But unfortunately, that's not always the case. But whether the person you work for is a micromanager, has a anger management problem, shows favoritism forward to one person, is a flat out workplace bully, or just isn't very competent, you still have to the best of the situation and get your job done. To help out, I have gathered the best advice from around the web for dealing with a bad boss. Try one or more of these tips to find some common ground with your boss, or at least stay sane until you find a new gig. So better watch my video till the end. First, make sure you are dealing with a bad boss. Before trying to fix your bad boss, make sure you really are dealing with one. Is there a reason for his or her behavior, or are you being too hard on him or her? Observe your boss for a few days and try to notice how many things he does well versus poorly. When he is doing something bad, try to imagine that most forgiving reason why it could have occurred. Is it truly his fault, or could it be something out of his? Second, identify your boss motivation. Understanding why your boss does or cares about certain things can give you insight into his or her management style. If the rules are totally out of control, try to figure out your boss motivation. Maybe it's not that he really cares about how long you take your lunch breaks. He actually cares about how to look to the other employees and their superiors. Then don't let it affect your work. No matter how bad your boss behavior, avoid letting it affect your work. You want to stay on good terms with other leaders too in the company and keep your job. Don't try to even score by working slower or taking excessive mental health days or longer lunches. It will only put you further behind in your workload and build a case for your boss to give you the odd have to before you're ready to go. Then stay one step ahead, especially when you are dealing with a micromanager. Head off your boss requests by anticipating them and getting things done before they come to you. A great start to handling micromanagement in its track is to anticipate the tasks that your manager expects and get them done well ahead of time. If you reply, actually, I already left a draft on the schedule on your desk for a review, enough time, you will be minimize the need for his reminder. He will realize that you have your responsibility on track and that he doesn't need to watch your back every time. Then set boundaries. Working with someone who seems to have no boundaries means that you have to go ahead and set one of them. One of the challenges unlikable people is that they come with equally unlikable behavior, and it is important to learn how to distance yourself from that behavior. As someone says, good fences make good neighbors. Then stop amusing that they know everything. Just because someone has a managerial title doesn't mean that they have all the right answers all of the time. I realized then that just because someone is in a position of authority doesn't mean he or she knows everything. From that point forward, I stopped assuming the title the manager were equivalent to all knowing. Then act as a leader when dealing with a incompetent boss or a manager. Sometimes it is best to make some leadership decision on your own. If you know your area well enough, there is no reason not to go ahead and creating and pursuing a direction you will be achieve a good result for your company and for your peers and for your team. People who do this are naturally followed by their peers. As an informal leader, management, although may or not be directly boss, will notice your initiative. Of course, you don't want to do something that undermine your boss or manager, so keep him or her in the loop every time. Then identify triggers. If your boss has an anger management problem, identify what triggers him meltdowns and be extra militant about avoiding those. For example, if your editor flips you with some misplayed a source name, be sure double and triple check your notes before giving to him. And if your boss starts foaming at you mouth if you arrived a moment after maybe office time, plan to get in a little bit early. Use tip from couples therapy when dealing with a disagreement. Pull all those some tenants from the couples therapy to work through the issue. Simply repeat back to him what he has said and ask, "Is that what you mean?" A standard trick ripped from the couples therapy. If he agrees to your recap, ask him to tell you more about it. When you repeat someone's perspective back to him, you give him a chance to expound and crucially to feel hurt. And now the important part, how to avoid future bad bosses. When interviewing with a new company, do your research ahead of the time to make sure you are not getting into another situation with a less than a ideal manager. Have a coffee or lunch with one or more staffers at the new company, or try to figure out some friends that they are already in that same company to know more about their HR structure and the person you are going to report, or maybe your potential boss as possible without appearing creepy, of course. And then it's worthwhile to check beforehand before joining a new company. Unfortunately, in today's job market, good jobs can be few and far between depending on the industry you are working for. Before you decide to go on the job market again or to leave your current company, you should ask yourself if it is really worth for you to change the job. If your job causing you mental and physical pain and you really feel like you can't be there any another day, keep your sanity, then it may be really be a time to leave. However, if you are just mildly annoyed or frustrated, you may want to hold off, or you may want to explore your options before you resign. Of course, if your boss is being inappropriate, discriminating against you, or doing other reasonable things, then there is no question about it. You have to leave, as we all know people leave company for bad bosses only. So we always try to be a good boss with human touch in this trying time and help your team as much as possible. You can do that. So friends, if you like my thought, give my channel a huge thumbs up, share it, comment it, and subscribe it. Till I meet next, bye for now. Thank you.